Morning, and as near as we can tell, our boat is still there. We can see something there. It's probably either the boat or a body.
I can see it.
We looked up crime stats here. It could be a body. Also, there's all these comforting things like these police blinking light stations everywhere. Since all the grocery stores within walking distance turned out to be little corner neighborhood markets that didn't have everything we need, we went to our fallback, which is Ubering over about 10 miles to a local Walmart where we could get everything we needed. This resupply was kind of important because we were planning on a 300-mile carry to Vicksburg, and that meant we needed to really load down our boat. And after a slightly hectic morning, we are resupplied and we are getting out of here. So I was all excited at the idea of running over that sky bridge again, but somebody over here didn't want to be carrying anything heavy, so we have a trail angel helping us out. River angel. And as usual, it has been an incredibly hectic morning getting out of here. Didn't even finish the video edits. Jen had to Uber across town because the local grocery stores didn't work. Had to go on separate trips for coffee and lunch wraps. All good though, right?
Yeah, good coffee, good lunch wraps.
Yeah. And our boat survived in one piece, which is good. We now have, 7 days of food here and 12 plus gallons of water. So we are now heavier than we have been throughout this entire trip, not even talking about the nachos and whatnot last night.
The algae line on our boat's gonna get higher.
Oh yeah, there's so much algae on the bottom, it looks like some sort of interesting science experiment. And so we are off. We were getting a late start today because we had a lot to do back at the hotel room, but everything is set. We have somebody meeting us on Sunday. It is currently Wednesday. And beyond that, we just gotta keep paddling. Unfortunately, it does look like the weather is gonna get hot. We're seeing days reaching 100 in the next week, but we knew that was coming. We've actually been really lucky so far. I know it's hard to believe that considering the storms and the biblical plagues, as a few people have been referring to it, but every time it got really warm, it was 100 degrees in St. Louis before we got there, and then it kind of cooled down due to all these storms, which didn't kill us, so it's all good. So we'll see. It did rain this morning, so it's still pretty good here. This whole park on Mud Island is kind of spectacular. It actually has a full model of the Mississippi River, the Ohio River, Missouri, everything, but it hasn't been maintained. We walked through it a little bit, and you can see there used to be water flowing. There are all these informational signs, and per the river angel that just helped us, Tom, they built it, but they don't maintain stuff out here, which is really a shame. We did not get to go to the Bass Pro Shop, so that will have to be next time we're through, Jen. Sorry. We did have a good visit though. We got Mexican food, colorful margaritas that look like popsicles, large beers. Nachos could have been better, but oh well. That was our hotel, and we were actually on the top floor looking out this way, so it worked out. And we are having a very sociable start of the afternoon here. We talked to a tug, we talked to fishermen. They call out their route just in case anybody's around. Keep getting tempted to just put taters on the radio, and every time we come around the corner, just go, "Hi, this is Taters! Anybody there?"
That is not what I sound like.
No, it's that with more meanness. I've been kind of wishing we had something on our boat so the tugs had an idea we had a radio. They're actually surprised when we pop up on the radio. We've got thanked by them, etc. Our headwind is actually overcoming the current here. Ugh. Not too many tows out here with us. And nobody's talked to us for hours. So the diesel plume like that, assuming that is a diesel plume and they're not on fire or something, is actually really useful because we can tell when they're gunning it and they go into motion, even if they're on the other side of a sandbar or something. It's been one of those signs we look for when we're trying to judge, is it safe to go around a corner or cross, etc. It finally happened. We were just listening and we're like, wait, are they talking about us? And that tow driver, I think, just called the other one and said, oh yeah, I've seen them on the YouTube. They're doing the entire Mississippi River. Keep an eye out for them. We feel accomplished. Okay, so it is about 7:20, and so we are starting to look for a campsite before the mosquitoes hit too bad. Looking on Google Maps, it looks like that island has a sandbar on the south side that'll give us a little more verticality. Since some of the spots we're finding, like that over there, is probably okay, but some of the others are kind of flat, and we don't want to be within danger if the water rises at all. "8:03, we have an island. It works. It is not quite as scenic as our perfect camp, and it is slightly covered with Canadian goose poop, but
There's so much heavy things to carry.
not that many. And since we have tows front and center, as I take my pants off, we can actually get the commentary from the tow driver. That boy's showing everything he got, and it ain't much, except in the Guttle region. Mean, Jen.
It was pretty chilly last time we went in.
No, it was plenty warm. You were just being wimpy. And now you're back to your I only bathe once a week ways, so. And I'm worried about Asian carp biting my dangly bits. Get flashbacks to that naked dive, you know?
Had a productive morning in town today, lots of planning, lots of resupplying, left town with 8 days of food and 15 gallons of water. Had an unsatisfying paddle for the couple hours out of Memphis. Pretty strong headwind combined with being so heavy, but gave way to fairly nice paddling in the evening. Had some very positive interactions over the radio and ended up on this island. It's all right.
Poop Island.
Yeah, I had to clear away a lot of goose poop before we could put the tent.
Canadian poop.
And it's not our most scenic beach, but we do have an island beach to ourselves. Man, I've gotten picky. Do you remember like a month ago when I was like, yay, we get to camp on an island, it's magical. Now I'm like, oh, this island, not quite as awesome as the many other awesome islands we've stayed on recently.
Also, you're yelling at children to get off your lawn.
Oh, this trip has spoiled me so much. Home sweet home for the night.